From Television City in Hollywood, here's the game where knowledge is king and Lady Luck is queen. It's The Joker's Wild. Now here's the host of our show, Jack Barry.
Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you very much and a most cordial welcome once again to The Joker's Wild. On our last program, you recall, we had a young gentleman who broke the Joker's jackpot, won $10,450, and now is going to try to forge ahead and break jackpot number 2. Johnny, would you reintroduce the jackpot winner and the challenger in the next game?
That I will, Jack. Our current champion is a 19-year-old student who intends to use his winnings to pay his tuition, Paul Prezioso. And his opponent is married. She still uses her maiden name. Here is Martha Schaefer.
Players, nice to have you both back with us on the program. Paul Prezioso. On the last program, we found out something about you. We found out that you want to be a police chief, that you are 19 years old, and that you are studying here at UCLA, but your parents live in Connecticut, correct?
That's right.
And on the program, you made your parents very proud by breaking the jackpot and winning $10,450.
Made myself pretty proud, too.
Well, the audience was proud of you, too, and you are now, of course, that money is yours. No one can take it away from you. And now you go on to try to break jackpot number 2. Your opponent is Martha Schaefer. Martha, you still use your maiden name even though you're married. Why is that?
Well, I grew up with it, and I don't think it's such a bad name, and I liked it. It just seemed kind of peculiar to all of a sudden have to be somebody else. And my husband, well, you know, my husband didn't mind. He thought that was okay. So we're still married, you know.
How does he introduce you to other people? What does he call you?
I'm Charles McKinley, and this is my wife, Martha Schaefer. And they look. I think, oh, poor boy, you know.
Well, it's an interesting way to handle the situation.
Yeah. Well, he was called Mr. Schaefer once, and that really threw him.
I'm sure he loved that. Well, if you're happy, we're happy. And now let's get on with our game. Players, as I show you the 5 categories we're about to use. They are movie theme songs, fictional villains, civil rights leaders, famous Janes, and photography. Our jackpot winner goes first, trying to break jackpot number 2. Spin and good luck, Paul. Joker, movie theme songs and fictional villains.
I'll take fictional villains for 100.
One of Batman's returning villains was portrayed by Julie Newmar in the Batman television series. What was that character's name?
Catwoman.
That's right, for $100. Off to a good start. All right, Martha Schaefer. Good luck. Joker, Joker, civil rights leaders. It's a triple. Very good.
I'll stay with civil rights leaders for $200.
$200 question. This California civil rights leader and farm labor organizer has become general director of the Farm Workers National Union. Tell us his last name.
Chavez.
Right, for $200. And we'll finish this game in just a moment, but first we have these words.
It's allergies.
The Joker's Wild continues with Paul Prezioso playing against Martha Schaefer. You have $100, she has $200. Your spin, Paul. Let's see what comes up. Joker, civil rights leaders, fictional villains.
I'll take fictional villains for 100.
One of Charles Dickens' most famous characters, this man led a group of ruffians, teaching them to pick pockets in Oliver Twist. Name him.
Fagin.
That's right. You go to $200. Martha Schaefer. Joker, famous Janes, civil rights leaders.
I'll stay with civil rights leaders for 100.
What is the last name of the current president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference?
Could you repeat that again?
Yes, what is the last name of the current president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference?
Abernathy?
That's right. You go to $300. Yes, spin, Paul. Famous James, Joker, fictional villains.
Fictional villains again for 100.
To which comic strip hero is Pluto an ever-present danger?
Popeye.
Right, for $300. Martha. Civil rights leaders, fictional villains, famous James.
I'll stay with civil rights leaders.
All right. Governor Ross Barnett of Mississippi clashed with this civil rights leader over the young man's right to enter the university in 1962. For $50 more, tell us the last name of this civil rights figure.
Could you repeat that again?
Governor Ross Barnett of Mississippi clashed with this civil rights leader over the young man's right to enter the university in 1962. Tell us the last name of this civil rights figure.
Bond.
No, that's not right. $50 for you if you can tell me, Jack.
King.
No, James Meredith. James Meredith. Score stands 300 to 300, but it is your spin, Paul. Civil rights leaders, movie theme songs, and a pair.
Movie theme songs for 100.
This beautiful melody was heard in a 1972 film starring Jennifer O'Neill. Listen closely. For $100, what film is that theme from?
Love Story?
No, not correct. You'll get $100 here if you can tell me, Martha.
Summer of 42?
That's the one. You go to $400. And it's your spin. Movie theme songs, photography, and a joker.
Movie theme songs for...
If you can answer this question correctly, since you have 400, you'll be at $500, and you will become the new champion of the Joker's Wild. We'll play a song from a film starring Robert Preston. You tell us the title of the song, and you will become the champion. Listen carefully. For $500 in the championship, can you name the song?
Let's see, 76 trombones.
You are the new champion of the Joker's Wild. Congratulations, Martha Schaefer. You've won $500. In a moment, we'll give you a chance to spin from prizes. Well, Paul, you broke jackpot number 1, but you ran into tough sledding here for jackpot number 2. At any rate, you are really a remarkable young man. At your tender age, you may be the youngest champion we've ever had on the program. I believe you are. And we hope that you will have fun. You do have a license to drive the car, don't you?
I do.
You do take home with you the lovely automobile. All to get told, $10,450 in cash and prizes. Other than your college tuition, do you have some plans for ways to spend that money?
Not yet, but I'll find some way.
You're sure you can find a way?
I'm sure.
We hope that whatever way you find to spend it, that you will enjoy it, that you will get your wish of becoming a chief of police in some small town, and most of all, thank you for being a guest on the program. Good luck and best wishes to you, Paul Preciosa. And so no one as yet has been able to break jackpot number 2. Many people, as you know, have broken jackpot number 1 and won amounts from $10, $12, $15, up to $17,000. No one as yet has broken a second jackpot. Maybe Martha Schaefer will be the one to do it. Before you do that, though, Martha, you, as you know, get a chance to spin for prizes now. Every time 3 jokers comes up, we've changed the wheels, and up there are jokers and devils. When 3 jokers come up, you win a prize. If a devil comes up, you lose. Johnny, what's the first prize she could win?
Jack, it's a complete set of the fabulous Salad Master heavyweight 3-ply stainless steel cookware. Salad Master features waterless food preparation with the exclusive Vapo valve for automatic cooking convenience.
That's yours for 3 jokers. Spinning, good luck. You have a joker, and it's yours. You have a joker. The cookware is yours. From here on in, you take a risk. What is prize number 2?
It's a weekend in Avalon. We'll fly 2 of you to sunny Catalina Island, one of the last retreats on the American buffalo. Enjoy skin diving in the beautiful blue waters of Avalon Bay with these masks, snorkels, and swim fins. Have fun in this enchanting vacation hideaway, Catalina Island.
All right, now, do you want to stop with the first prize or risk it and go for both of them?
I'll risk it.
Okay, let's see. Go ahead and spin. You have a joker, and you've got the trip to Catalina. Now you've got a big decision coming up about prize number 3. What is it, Johnny?
A collection of the finest bed linens. You'll find sleep a beautiful experience on luxury sheets and pillowcases of stretched nylon or shimmering satin in a range of colors that would put the rainbow to shame, which will come in handy with the Montezuma collection from Broyhill's Lenore House Division, a luxurious double bedroom inspired by Spanish and South American designs from Broyhill Furniture and Industries, Lenore, North Carolina.
And now, what do you want to do? Do you want to quit with what you have or try to win all that furniture?
Stop with what I have.
You want to stay with what you have?
Yeah, I think I'll stay with what I've got.
All right, you don't want to take the risk?
No.
Okay, fine. You're entitled to do that. Those prizes are yours. They total about $600, and no one will ever take them away from you. Now, whether you continue in the program or not is something we'll find out. But first, a couple of words for the people at home.
Are you one of the difference?
1 p.m. and 1 a.m. Eastern.
Martha Schaefer's the champ, and she has a decision to make now. If you go on and you lose the next game, the $500 you lose, of course, would be put into our jackpot. Somebody would win it, but not you. However, if you go on and win the next 2 games, you'd break the jackpot and take home in cash $2,500 extra, plus this lovely gift.
It's the 73 Nova, the basic car, rides comfortably and corners flat. Nova for 73 from Chevrolet.
And so the choice becomes yours, Martha Schaefer. To quit now, or do you go ahead? What do you do?
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead.
You want to go ahead?
I'll go ahead.
The lady says she wants to go ahead. And go ahead she will. Risking her $500 to try to break that much-vaunted jackpot. Johnny, tell us who will be opposing her.
I will, Jack. Our next player is a great fan of the Baltimore Colts. Let's welcome Stan Sims.
Hi, Stan. Nice to have you with us. I understand that you no longer are a fan of the Baltimore Colts, but you used to be.
That's right. They got rid of Johnny Unitas, so I put them down.
What do you do, Stan?
I'm a postal clerk at Los Angeles Post Office.
You're a married man?
Married and have 2 little daughters.
Very nice. Delighted to have you with us here in the program. And now in this second game for the champion, let's show the categories which we'll be using. They are as follows: state products, champions, Washington, D.C., television MCs, whatever that means, and jazz. Champion going first, risking $500. Your spin. Good luck. Joker, TV MCs, Washington, D.C.
I'll try Washington, D.C., no offense.
It's all right, Mrs. McKinley. We found out that's what your husband's name is. That's your name, too, Mrs. McKinley. Okay, here we go. The largest ground area covered by any office building in the world lies across the Potomac River from Washington. Name it.
The Pentagon.
Right for $100. Very good. Stan Sims, it's your first spin. Good luck. Jazz, Joker, Washington, D.C.
I'll take jazz for $100.
Okay. Name the great jazz singer of the 30s whose life was portrayed on the screen by Diana Ross.
Billie Holiday.
Right for $100. Okay, Martha? Jazz, Washington, D.C.
I guess I'll try jazz for 100.
Okay. What is the real name of the great jazz saxophonist nicknamed the Bird or Yardbird?
Could you repeat that?
What's the real name of the jazz saxophonist who's nicknamed the Bird or Yardbird?
I have no idea.
$100 here, Stan, if you can tell me.
Is it Thompson?
No, I'm sorry. It's Charlie Parker. Charlie Parker.
Charlie Parker.
Mr. Charlie Parker, as a matter of fact. All right, your spin, Stan. TV MCs, Joker, Washington, D.C.
I'll take Washington, D.C. for $100.
Nobody wants to take MCs, huh? Okay. Established by a congressional act, this museum is one of the greatest in the world and includes everything from a Viking ship to the Spirit of St. Louis. Name it. The museum, I mean.
The Eisenhower Museum?
No, that's not the one. $100 for you if you can name it, Martha.
Can you repeat it? I'm sorry.
Do I really have to?
Yeah.
It's a museum and includes everything from a Viking ship to the Spirit of St. Louis, and I'd ask you to name it. It's established by a congressional act. It's the greatest in the world.
I can only think of the Smithsonian.
What is your answer, though?
The Smithsonian
That's right,
Institute.
for $100.
Oh.
Very good. 200 to 100 score, and you go again. TV MCs, a pair, Washington, D.C.
I'll take TV MCs.
Okay. For $100, name the MC known as the master of the Hollywood Squares.
Marshall.
Peter Marshall is right. You get another $100 and go to 300. Your spin, Stan. State products, Joker, and Washington.
I'll take Washington, D.C. for $100.
This famous Army hospital in Washington was named for a well-known United States Army surgeon. For $100 more, name him.
Walter Reed.
Correct. You go to $200. All right. Your spin, Martha. Joker, Joker, jazz. How do you want to play it?
I think I'll take the two jokers and go off the board on state products.
Okay, it'll be a $100 question, which would bring you to $400. The headquarters of all the major United States passenger car manufacturers are located within an 85-mile radius of this state's largest city. For $100, name the state.
Michigan.
That's right. You go to $400. Stan, your spin. Joker. Champions, Washington.
I'll take Champions for $100.
For $100, name the all-time money-winning golf champion.
Arnold Palmer.
Wrong. Wrong. Sorry, this game could be over right now because it's $100 at stake. If you can answer this correctly, Martha, you'd have $500, you'd have won your second game and have $1,000 in cash. For all that money, name the all-time money-winning golf champion.
Nicholas.
Right, for $500. And so Martha Schaefer McKinley has won herself $1,000 in cash, and in just a moment she'll get a chance to spin for prizes again. Stan, I'm sorry you couldn't win too, but there will be some consolation prizes for you. Thank you for being a nice guest. Let's say goodbye to Stan Sims. Goodbye, Stan. We'll be spinning for prizes for the champion right after these words.
The new Crest Triple Effect has 3 types of
For prizes, I'd like to call your attention to the fact that 2 brand new and very exciting game shows will debut here on CBS on Monday, March 26th. Each morning following our show, The Joker's Wild, be sure to watch for the $10,000 Pyramid. Very exciting show. And every afternoon, tune in for Hollywood's Talking. Remember, that's the $10,000 Pyramid following our show, and each afternoon with some fantastic guest stars, Hollywood's Talking. And that's all beginning Monday, March 26th, here on CBS. All right, Martha Schaefer, you've won yourself a second game, and once again, you can spin for prizes. What's the first prize she could be winning this time, Johnny?
Well, Jack, it's from Michael C. Fina Company, New York Silversmiths. It's a 7-piece silver-plated tea and coffee set. Fina means the finest in silverware.
That's yours for 3 jokers. Spin it. Let's see what you get. You have a joker, a joker. Oh! The devil did you in. I'm very, very sorry. You don't win any prizes, but now you have to make a decision. You have $600 in prizes from the previous game. Those are yours. Nobody will ever take them away from you, and you have $1,000 in cash. If you go on and you lose the next game, we take your $1,000 and put it into the jackpot so somebody else could win it. But if you could break this next game and win it, you would take home $2,500 in cash and, in addition, the Chevy Nova, which is worth $2,615. Up to you right now. Do you quit or do you go on? What do you do? She's looking for guidance in the audience. What do you want to do, Martha?
Mr. McKinley said I could go ahead.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. McKinley said I could go ahead.
Oh, Mr. McKinley is out there, and he said, go ahead. That's her husband. Very good. Mr. McKinley has given the word to Martha Schaefer, and Martha Schaefer may go ahead, and so she will. And the last, third, and critical game to break jackpot number 1. Of course, as you know, she then will be entitled to go on and play some more. Let's find out who will try to stop her. Johnny?
Okay, Jack, our next player was born in Bloomington, Illinois, and raised in Wilton, Connecticut. Here is Stephen Thompson.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
Fine.
You a married man?
Yes, I am.
And is your wife a working lady?
Yes, she is.
What does she do?
She translates and abstracts scientific articles for an index.
She does?
Right.
Doesn't she have to speak a lot of languages to do that?
She sure does. She speaks 8.
How many do you speak?
Just 2. Hers and mine.
Very, very good. Delighted to have you with us here in the program, Stephen. In the game about to face both of you, here are the categories which we will be using. They are British stars, composers, famous residences, great events, and slang. This is a critical game for you, Martha. You could break the jackpot if you win this one. Play very carefully, spin, and good luck. British stars, great events, composers.
I think I'll take great events.
Okay. Appearing in the heavens last in 1910, it will be heralded as another great event when seen again in 1985. Name it.
Halley's Comet.
Right for $50. Your spin, Stephen. First spin, good luck. Composers, Joker, great events.
I think I'd like great events for $100, please.
Nellie Taylor Ross became the first woman elected to this particular office in 1924. To what public office was she elected?
Congress?
No, that's not correct. You can pick up another $100 here, champ, if you can tell me.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please?
Nellie Taylor Ross became the first woman elected to this office in 1924. To what public office was she elected? Sorry, I have to call for your answer. No answer?
I don't have one.
Governor of Wyoming. Governor of Wyoming. I'm sorry, neither of you score. It remains 50-0, and we'll pick this game up if there is time right after these words.
Ask a simple question.
A job requiring very good vision.
Eye doctor.
Get us Card Sharks.
Players, our time is up. Martha, can you come back on our next program and try to break the jackpot?
Yeah, I can.
Very good. How about you, Stephen? Can you come back and try to stop her from breaking the jackpot?
Yes, certainly.
Very good. When you both come back, we'll pick the game up at this score, 50-0. The categories will be British stars, composers, famous residences, great events, and slang. Those of you who are watching at home, we hope will join us to see if Martha Schaefer can win this last game and break the jackpot. We'll all know on the next show. Thanks for watching The Joker's Wild, and goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Departing contestants receive Rice-A-Roni, the big flavor side dish that's so quick, so easy. Saute and simmer to flavor perfection. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. And the beautiful St. Mary's bedspread. It's the Daisy Daisy bedspread, available in 6 fashion-right colors. St. Mary's instant high fashion for your bed and bath. All contestants are selected in advance and are advised on the rules of the game. Stay tuned for the new Price is Right next on most of these stations.